We're going to Japan, Argentina, and Korea in today's Daily Dish. Now, before we even get to that adventure, we need to talk about the fact that we have an author in our midst today. Chef Trevor Lui, you are releasing your first cookbook. I am so proud of you. Congratulations on the Double Happiness Cookbook. We've got a copy. Leo's already thumbing through it. Tell me all about it.
Thank you so much, Tracy. Well, listen, this is more a story about my legacy of food, really an immigrant story in Canada, and all the memories that I can recollect around food from a young age, hanging around my parents' kitchen, watching my grandfather cook in the restaurant up until just recently. And it's 3 years in the making, but finally I'm really happy to share my stories of food with everyone in the world.
What does food and just the act of preparing a meal and sharing it with other folks mean to you?
I think if there's anything that we can really keep and take with ourselves every day, it is our story of food. We all have these memories that we've collected through the years. And a lot of times those memories don't come back until those sensory moments. And a lot of times you could be at a restaurant and you smell something and that reminds you of Sunday morning at home with mom. And this is what really the book is about. The recipes in this book are really a mishmash of a bunch of things. One is from travel. Two is from being an immigrant kid and reimagining dishes with ingredients that we grew up in our pantry and recooking things that were maybe traditional in a Western sense, but we've made it our own way.
Ooh, I love that. So speaking of travel, today's recipe, we are going to Japan and Argentina and Korea. So where does our journey begin?
This journey is taking a plate that is really intrinsically and traditionally Canadian, a beef and barley dish, which is traditionally a soup. I've reinvented it in different formats with a chimichurri style sauce from Argentina, you know, barley from the prairies. But instead of just barley, I've created something called a japgobap, which is a Korean rice blend. It's got sweet purple rice, barley, brown rice. And then we've done the beef in a tataki way. So we've done it in immersion cooking where we've sous vide it and then we just reverse grilled it and seared the outside. So it's cooked on the outside, rare to medium rare on the inside. So rather than doing a soup, we've done an actually plated appetizer.
I'm ready. I can't wait. How do we start?
Today, I'm going to use a certified Angus beef, and the cut I'm using is flank. You can use strip loin as well. If you've got a sous vide machine, which a lot of people have, which is immersion cooking, that allows you to control the temperature of your meat to cook it evenly. You put it in a Ziploc or a vac bag, and then you make sure you take out as much air as possible, and you drop it into your immersion cooker. You set it on the temperature you want. We want it at 130 to 135, and you let that cook nice and slow for about 2 hours. While we're doing that, I already had a piece, which we sous vide, which is right here, nicely cooked. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to just sear this now. So we're going to put some hot oil into our pan, and then what we're going to do is we're going to get this searing. And as it's searing, and this is not going to take too long, okay? It's going to be really, really, really quick. So it's searing really quickly. And as we sear this along, we're going to start to build our chimichurri. Chimichurri, we're doing in a way where it's a little more intrinsic with different ingredients. I wanted to do it using Argentinian ingredients as a form of an inspiration. So here we have some parsley, some green onions, some cilantro. We put in some bird's eye chili, fresh garlic, mint. It's got so much flavor here. We've got some red wine vinegar, some sesame oil, some regular canola oil, lime juice from fresh lime. I know we're counting all these ingredients,
a lot
right?
of stuff, Trev.
And then the last, and then rice wine vinegar.
Put it all in.
And then we're gonna mix that up. We're gonna put it all in, and it's just tons and tons and tons of flavor. We're gonna put that off to the side now, and we're ready to take our beef off because this beef is already cooked for the most part inside medium rare. So we just got that seared off like that. What we're gonna do is we've got this rice blend, which is that japgobap. Okay, we're gonna lay that up out front like that. And then to add some texture and flavor, we've got some golden beets and some red beets. Okay, and then what you're gonna do is we're gonna slice the beef into slices, and then we'll garnish it with some microgreens. And this is what I call a reinvention of beef and barley of sorts, right? Beef and barley, not the soup, but beef and barley, I call it the immigrant way. Argentinian, Korean, Japanese, Chinese, and Canadian, all on one plate.
Wow, that's like a real reimagined beef and barley. I want your version. I love it. Congratulations once again on your cookbook. So proud of you, Trev. You're doing amazing, amazing work. That recipe is, of course, on our website, Cityline.